Hey everybody, this is Donte-highwater, and this is Writing with Dyslexia. And this video is going to be mostly a I am sorry video that I recorded chapter 2, and it was shit as far as I was concerned. It was really bad. It was a bad reading. It wasn't a good reading. I don't know if the other readings were any good or any worse. But they were. It was bad. It was bad on my, in my end. It was me. I think I kind of made a statement one time. I think I'm doing more harm to my book than I am actually doing good by reading it. So there's going to be some changes. I'm going to take down a lot of the videos that I have done that are of the reading of the chapters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do short intervals, not too short but not too long. Hopefully get it on part 1 and then part 2, and then I'll label it as such, and then I'll put it out, and then you can hear short readings. I think I'll do better as a reader reading this and everything. So that being said, this is more of an apology of how bad some of my writing readings sounded. I am learning to do a lot right now. Last night I learned how to make a banner on YouTube. The same night I learned how to make a banner. I knew how to make a thumbnail, and I knew how to make it. I knew how to put my intro onto my videos. I was so proud of myself. I used Fillmore. I bought Fillmore, so there are no watermarks. There is no watermarks whatsoever on Fillmore. Hopefully, because I have paid for it. I paid for it today. So, but I was still very proud of myself with the thumbnails. The thumbnails that I made in the intro. I'm getting there. I now know how to make put pictures. Oops. Ooh. Ah. It's a little tiny box. Hopefully I just point here and a picture will appear. I now know how to do that. I'm learning as I'm going. A lot of this stuff was not around when I was young, a lot younger. I just, I am very tech savvy. In my mid-20s, I made my own website, which was very new back then. It was 2000. It was the year 2000, so it was 21 years ago. And I made my own website. And I couldn't really launch it and make a domain name for it because of the fact it was so expensive back then. It was just ridiculously expensive. And I used Front Page 98, and I was taught at Florida Career Institute by Bill Berquist. He was a teacher there, and I took what he taught me and I extended it on my own. And the next morning he said to me, he goes, how did you do some of these graphics that are? I said, they're already made. All I had to do is just drop them in, and they appeared. Because it took what language was that? It's a coding language, and it was a really good way to learn how to write that way if you're into codes. I am not a graphic artist by any stretch of the imagination. The intro was already pre-made. All I had to do is type my name, Donte, on it, and that was good to go. That was very. Oh yeah, my friends. I tell all my friends I did did it on my computer. What the hell are you talking about? No, I did not. And that was oh god, what was the name of that program that I used? It's a website. I downloaded it off of that. It was awesome. I love the music. I love everything. I cannot stop making thumbnails now because I'm having a lot of fun with it. So, that being said, it's not, you know, I want my content to be better. There's no doubt about that. I want I want more followers. I want more people. The 10 people that are following me, and one of them is Jessica Baumgartner. If you have never read any of her stuff, she's on Amazon, and she's good. She is really, really good. She's a good writer. She has a book, I think it's called Paths or something like that. I'm a really bad promoter. I can't remember the name. But if you check up Jessica Baumgartner, you'll see her and other things and everything. And she also did, she was a part of one of the writers that wrote a horror story, which was a little odd. But, yeah, I mean, she said that she didn't like the story. She thought it was crap. And, but we're all hard on ourselves. We're a lot more harder on ourselves than what we suppose we should be. I am going to take out all the readings, okay, from the conduit, and I'm going to do. I said I was going to do it, and I should have done it that way, but I just kept going into reading, and I really really enjoyed it. Even though I struggled real hard with it. But I'm going to do short and do like a part 1 and part 2. If there's a part 3, so be it. I want you guys to be excited about knowing what's going to happen next, or what you think is going to happen next, and not just belt it out like I did. I did it out of nervousness. I am still trying to get over being camera shy, and being recorded by voice and audio. I'm just, I'm just a little on the nervous side about it. I was talking to a friend of mine, Angie, today at work. I work at Mechanicsburg School District. I'm a custodian over there. And I was telling her, I said, I wish my personality, the way I am here, translates over into the camera. And I said, I'm really having a hard time being myself on camera. and I thought the best way for me to get over the little bit of the nervousness and everything is to talk about it, just to talk about it and clear the air. Me not pretending that it's not there is not helping me at all. And I'm not just trying to put things out on YouTube just for the sake of, hey, I'm on YouTube, I have my own channel. I'm not doing that. I really want to do something worthwhile. I would like to do, I would love to have people to request a certain book, that they want me to read, and I can get an Audible for it, and not only can I listen to it while I'm at work, but I can also read it, during my own time. This would get me to read more. This would get me to read more books, and not only that, but put my point of view of what I think about it. I did something with Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, a year ago, and I was talking about that Frankenstein wasn't what you thought it would be, But anyway, this video is an apology of how poorly read I did on chapter 2, and I am deeply sorry. I am doing the best I can. I am also reading with a disability, but I'm not taking that. I am not in any way using that as an excuse and say, well, what do you expect? Look, if I'm going to put myself in front of everybody, I want to put my best foot forward. Absolutely. I just want to do the best I can. And promote my book the right way. And I might, let's see if I can get this, okay? Because I just learned how to put pictures in video. Let's see if I could put my book cover up on here. So no pressure, right? So it should be right. Oh, sure, right here. Oop, right here. So I just look for a little thumbnail in my video software, my editor, and I'll look for like right here. Hopefully the picture will pop up of my book cover and everything. Yeah, I look, I have learned so much, and it's been a blast putting my intro, bullshitting with my friends saying that I made the intro myself, which I did not. I just downloaded it. I just put my name on it, downloaded it, and put it on my video. I think it's cool as heck. I love the intro. I'm trying to loosen up. I'm trying to get loose and make and be more funny and be more of who I am, because I crack everybody up at work. They think I'm really, really, really funny, and I'm sarcastic. I poke fun at people, but it's all in fun. It's never ever. I never try to do anything mean and nasty. Good news, I bought Fillmore 9 today. I got a really good deal on it. It was $59. I got it really cheap. Other places were $69, so I got $10 off of it. And I thought it was such a good deal. I said, hell with it, buy it, get it, and don't have any watermarks and whatever, And it just shouldn't be any watermarks. If there is, then I'm going to have to contact customer service, because I paid for it. I absolutely paid for it. So, I got I got a new camera. I got a new phone, microphone. Sorry, new microphone. I got a boom. I got let's see, filters. Filters for the phone, microphone. I got a whole freaking studio here. I have a kick-ass laptop, which is I'm actually using Legion. I'm using Legion, Lenovo Legion. Love Lenovo laptops. They're freaking awesome. Oh my god, they're really good. I want sponsors. I want people that can you now for the sponsors. Have you ever had one day a hankering for a block of cheese? Try Velveeta. It is the creamiest. I don't know, but I would like to do something. I would like to do something like that, and I like to do things off the cuff. I will never. I don't think I'll ever script anything unless it is a book review. I want to do book reviews. I'm actually looking into making other YouTube content, like UFO. I want to talk about the paranormal, UFOs, ghosts. I'll probably just put it under like Dante's, I want to use Dante. I just think it's cool. Use Dante's paranormal, talks about it. What I think, what my personal beliefs are in the paranormal, and things like that. I think it would be fun as heck. I was talking to he would be my boss, really. Kinda, he's in charge of me. He's a good guy. I like him to death. And he goes, "You got to do something with Bigfoot," And I said, I love that. I think that's great, So he was, "Oh yeah, that would be awesome." So I might actually do Dante's book reviews, Dante's paranormal thoughts on it. There might be a Dante's rant, YouTube rant. I might just do, because I do a lot of rants in my downtime. So there's a lot I want to do, but first I got to learn how to use a lot of the equipment that I have right now to its fullest ability. I want to start talking more naturally instead of, oh my God, once the camera comes on, I'm like, this is Donte. This is Donte-highwater writing with dyslexia. It's so awkward. It's so, it's like, oh my God, just loosen the fuck up. Relax. No one's going to kill you. At least I don't think so. Because you made a mistake, So, I want to be like it. I'm just talking to you, and we're having a conversation, and there's no judgment, between me and you, and vice versa, and everything. So, I am deeply sorry for how bad some of those readings were. I don't think the other ones were as bad, but I think chapter 2 was really, really bad. I think another thing is not only nervousness but exciting. I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to show off what I can do as a writer, and that I think I'm trying too hard, and I'm pressing way too hard. So I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to do short intervals. I'm going to do, I'm going to read off, I don't know, 4 or 5 pages, and if it's like 19 pages long, do something like that, and or leave it where I think is really pretty much a good cliffhanger, and then you gotta wait for next day or something like that, to know what happens next. And that's really what I want. I want people to enjoy what I'm doing and not cringe when they see another video. Go, oh, it's him. I had no clue. I thought he gave it up. My first real reading was a short story, and it was the apartment. I have that. It's still up. I will keep everything I had from last year. Okay. I think it's important to show where I came from and where I'm heading to. I really do. And unfortunately, okay, I'm going to do some shout outs here. I'm going to do some shout outs to content creators, which I really admire immensely. The very first one was the Mighty E-Rock. I am a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. I might actually do an Eagles thing on my own team. I love talking about my Eagles. I'm a huge fan, and the Mighty E-Rock was one of the best at reporting of the Philadelphia Eagles. I love Lord Bronson, but he calls himself the best in reporting the Philadelphia Eagles. I have no qualms about that. He is good. He has a natural laid-back vibe about him and recording his content, and he is good. He is really, really good. He has that. I'm I'm the shit, vibe. Not me. People are going to make fun of me when this comes out. That's how I look at myself. So yeah, he has that. He has that cocky, this Lord Bronson. But the Mighty E-Rock was, in my opinion, the better person, because he spoke like how Philadelphian people speak. He is from Philadelphia. He is Philadelphia as far as I'm concerned. And he's funny, witty, and everything. And I love the fact that he shows his bloopers and how hard he works at what he does. I think it's great. Ashley Burton, she's a content creator. She does. If you ever, please look at her videos. She deserves it. She works hard. She is a hell of a good editor. I can't stress that enough. How good of an editor she really is. I don't know if her husband does it or she does it. I don't know. I have no clue. She's a millennial that watches older movies, and everything, and puts her thoughts on it and everything. She can be a little on the shallow side of things, but she's young. Yeah, she's a young person. She's a very pretty girl. I admire her videos. I watch her videos constantly. I I look forward to her next movie reaction, and she just does a good job. I'm a big music buff. I love music, and that would go to Rob. Is it Rob? Rob Squad. That's it. Rob Squad. Sorry. Rob Squad. His wife is absolutely drop dead gorgeous woman, beautiful woman, and he's a great guy. I could actually see myself friends with these people if I ever met them. And they're just great people. If you like music, and these are young adults, okay, and I would almost say they're almost kids, but I'm not really sure how old they are. But they are really good. Their content, what they make and what they put out, is just fire. It's really good. They are so good at what they do. The reason why Ashley Burton and Wob Squad and all them, the reason why they're so good at it is because they're born with this technology. This is second nature. This is like freaking breathing air to these people. Not me. I only have 4 more years until I'm 50. So a lot of this stuff was out when I was a kid too, but not to this extent. I was thinking to myself, if someone came to me in elementary school and said to me that you would have a whole entire studio inside your house, and it would be a common thing, and people will make their own content and everything, I would just say that's complete crap, or bullshit to that person. However, okay, an artist, shoot, I just dropped his name all of a sudden. Oh, I had it. Soup cans. He made soup cans. The paintings of soup cans and stuff like that. Oh my God, I just dropped his name. They were making fun of him on Men in Black 3, and he said, well, anyway, I'll come to it. He said that the average person will have 15 minutes or 15 seconds or 15 minutes of fame. He must know something. I think it's the fact that people liked his paintings, and he has, well, then everyone's going to be famous. That was probably what he was thinking. It's exactly what he was thinking. So this is about as loose as I've ever been on this the video. And this is the way I kind of want to be. I want to be this loose. I want to have fun. I do not want to feel like I have to throw up before I make a video because I'm scared to death of doing it. If I felt that bad, I wouldn't do it. I really would. I'd just say it's just not for me. And it's, some people aren't. Some people. It's like Ashley and Rob Squad and all these other people. Andy Warhol. See, I told you I would remember it. Good God, it just dropped it like that. Yeah, Andy Warhol said that everyone would have like what 5 minutes of fame or something like that. And I think he's absolutely correct on that. But I was going to go back to like Ashley Burton and all of them. They're young. They're used to, you know, chatting, video chats, and they're used to being on the camera. They're used to. This is really, really new to me. You know what I mean? Where the millennials and even kids younger than millennials are just so used to having their voices recorded and being videoed all the time. I don't know if that's a good thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, being that natural in front of the camera, it's a natural thing. People, even actors, sometimes have stage fright, and some actors and singers actually almost lost their career because of stage fright, and being in front of Barbara Streisand comes to mind, and she was horribly afraid all the time with, singing in front of everyone, even though she had incredible talent. She just had a fear. It just gripped her. There was an actor, oh God, it's an old time actor, and that name elude me, but he said the show must go on. He actually coined the phrase show must go on because he threw up every single curtain call, because he was that afraid to go on stage and perform. A friend of mine, Ricky, which I will forever be indebted to her. She has an Etsy store. If you ever, she makes steampunk jewelry. She's fantastic. She's a great businesswoman. She's intelligent, beautiful woman. And she saw my YouTube videos when I started last year, and she said to me, she goes, there's no fancy footwork, it's just you and the camera. And she goes, and you're good. You're really good at this. She goes, you're a natural. I said, I'm scared to death. She goes, no, you're good. Just trust yourself, and this is, being dyslexic. Another thing about being dyslexic is anxiety issues. I have a lot of anxiety issues. I'm just trying to overcome them. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be better than what I am right now, and making these videos. So maybe they're selfish on my part of making them, but I also think I have talent, and I have talent in writing. I've been told I have a very good personality as far as being able to make people laugh, which I actually yield that to my father. My father was extremely funny person when he was alive. He was incredibly funny. It seems like the most funny people in your life are the ones who are badly damaged people. I don't know what it is, I think Richard Pryor had depression, suffered from depression all his life. Robin Williams hung himself. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it really is. Did they hide too much in their comedy? I don't think so. I really don't. I also think that comedy also helps you to deal with reality better. If you're able to laugh at yourself, and if you're able to see humor and something that is, you know, heartbreaking, I think it's a gift. I really do. And it might sound weird to some people, but I really do. My dog, I had COVID 19. I had pneumonia on top of it. I was dreadfully sick for a whole month. Um, my both of my dogs, when I finally did come down, I slept most of the day away. I think it was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening when I finally made my appearance down in the living room. Um, Chaco, my red-nosed pit bull. Thor was a part lab and part bull mix. You know, they were whining, and Chaco was digging at my chest, sniffing my chest like there was something in my chest. And they just hung around me. And Thor was old. I mean, he was so old. He was 12 years old. Chaco right now, I think is 13, or I think she's around 14 years old now. They were concerned, and my wife looks at me and she says, "Are you going to die?" And I said, "I have no clue," but it was scaring the hell out of me how they were reacting towards me, you know, and it was wasn't comforting, that's for sure. Although that's what they were trying to do. But when I finally get back to work and I was able to work and I was healthy again. Thor passed away this year, and that's how we got Odin. And for Maryland, we went to Maryland. It was the day before, it was Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday. We picked up Odin and everything. But the thing is that the point I was trying to make is that when Thor passed away and everything, it wasn't a happy thing for me or for my wife. But there was funny moments that I will always remember. There was funny moments that I will never forget. It actually trumps all the crying that I did. It trumped all the horrible, I lost my best friend. It really did. We had to take Thor to the veterinarians to get him cremated, right? So my wife had him wrapped up in a blanket. And I picked it up. I picked him up. I didn't want to touch him. I was so weirded out. And when he died, and when my wife actually drug him outside and everything, it started to snow that night, and Thor loves snow. So that when I saw it snowing and he died, it's just, I don't know. To me, I just thought it meant something. So, try not to cry. So anyway, the next day, my wife said, "Yeah, he's still out there, and yes, he's still dead." And I said, "Yeah, I know." But anyway, I picked him up. His head flopped. Okay. And I hoisted him up like this, and his head was lower. And it was right between my legs, right where my crotch is, and his nose was all over my junk. And I threw him in the car. I have a Kia Soul. Threw him in my Kia Soul, and I didn't think too much about it. My wife put a plastic bag because she thought, well, just in case there were some leakage, The Kia Soul fabric in the seats are slippery as shit. I kid you not. Putting a plastic bag was the worst idea. When we finally got to the veterinarian, someone came out and was, and to get the dog, right? To get Thor. The front seat, the back seat, right in the middle, right there where you would put your feet and everything, right in the middle and everything. Thor slid. His back, he His back was on the floor of the car. His legs were pointing straight up because of rigor mortis. And here I have a dead dog with his feet straight up in the air, wedged between two seats. It was, I was like, we did not do this. There is no way in hell we would have done something like that. He just looked at me. God, I believe God puts things like that to make things more bearable. I really do. But if you're constantly laughing so you do not cry, there might be a problem. Yes, I agree with that. But that was the best release I ever had in my life. I will remember that more than I will remember me crying and wasting a whole box of tissues. Because that was the funniest thing. If you can find humor in stuff that's really, really hard, then it's a gift, and it's, I look at all the screw ups that I made in YouTube channels. It's a fact of life. People are going to make, are going to screw up. These people who can make really good content, like Rob Squad, like Ashley Burton, my E-Rock and everything, they have worked and worked and worked and worked and got all the bugs out, got all the stuff out, and they were just, just doing this, and doing it very, very well. I would really like to see somebody make a YouTube video and struggle and making one, and then see the progression of how well and how much better they have got at it, because I think that would be more fun to watch than just seeing perfection all the way through, and make me feel like an idiot in the process. And the truth is that Ashley Burton, God bless her, and I don't mean any disrespect, she's not the swiftest person in the world, but she can make good content. She makes really good content. They all do, and I admire them. I admire anybody who does YouTube channels, because they work hard at what they do, and I think for most part it's just fun. If it's a way for them to make extra cash on the side, man, that's not a bad thing either. And but I'm gonna leave this right now the way it is. It's more, like I said, it's more of an apology thing of how poorly I read my book, and I'm vowing to make things better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep what I have right now up, okay, what I have right now, and then over the weekend, probably maybe Thursday when I come home from work, because I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. Maybe starting Thursday, I'll do the prelude, and I'll do it all over again, short intervals. Then I'll take that and replace it, and then maybe later on I'll do a part two to the prelude, part 3 if it needs to be. Probably will be a part 3 to prelude, who knows, and do that way. I want to do short intervals. I want people to enjoy what I have written. I think it's a great book. I have gotten nothing but good compliments from people on Wattpad. I got over 1,300 reads so far, and I have people who are constantly returning back to it because they want to know more of what's going on. Someone from Booksy said it was the most intriguing story he's ever read, and he thought it was really good. So, that being said, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna leave it like this. If you guys have any book suggestions for me, I will repeat this in every single video I make until someone makes a suggestion for me to read. I got tons of books here I like classic books, um, you know, and part of Dante's writing with dyslexia is talking about other people's works and what I thought about it and things like that. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And maybe I could do a Patreon account where, you know, if you pay a certain amount, I don't know, $5 a month or something like that, you get bumped up a list, like I said, I want to make my book covers into t-shirts. Once I show you the picture, hopefully I would be able to. Oops, sorry. I would be able to edit that and put the picture in, which I probably should be able to, because I'm learning how to do things. You'll see how cool it is, and you go, I want that shirt, So it's all in thinking and everything. Please leave comments, and down below, and whatever I can make. And look, if you're in a position where you can actually help me to make my YouTube channel even better, please don't hesitate. I think my email address is down there somewhere. I know I put my email, contact information down there. Send me a link, so we can talk, we can hook up, and so dry. But anyway, but like I said, I want to do something with paranormal. If you have a YouTube channel that deals with the paranormal and everything, maybe we could talk on your YouTube channel. And I feel I have a wealth of information on that subject, and it's something I study. I used to be a ufologist. I studied UFOs for over 20 years, probably close to 30 now. I stopped really looking at them because I was having a lot of sleepless nights. It was so freaking scary. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. All right, guys, have a good night. Stay safe, and bye.